All right, guys. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening whenever you're watching this. My name is Meredith. Welcome to our Mindful Monday. Got some requests today. We're going to be doing a yoga flow with some focusing on IT band, on thoracic spine, on ankles, and calf, and kind of general movement of the lower leg. So we'll be focusing there with some of our deeper stretches. Alrighty, so with all practices, work within your comfort level. If something is a sharp, tingly pain, then it's obviously too much. So back off a little bit. Dull aches are okay. Okie doke. So we'll be doing some pranayama at the end of our practice rather than the beginning. We'll be doing it at the end. So we're going to get started today. You will need a strap. And if you have a bolster or a cushion or something like that you could sit on. So grab those items, and also maybe a block or two will be helpful as well. All right, we will get started. Come to a spot on your mat. Sorry about that, I forgot my strap, and now I've got like 1,000 straps. Come to a spot on your mat in quadruped position, so hands and knees position. Hopefully you could see me okay. I was having some computer issues earlier. Draw your shoulders down your spine, engage your belly button back to your spine. Start with a little inhale, exhale here. Inhale as you extend the spine, and exhale as you round. Deep inhale, roll the shoulders down and back, lift your heart and your chin. And exhale, round the back. Two more just like that. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Last one, inhale, really draw your shoulders down, lift your heart and your chin, keep your navel pulled into your spine. And exhale, round the back. Good, take a wider stance than there. Reach your right arm up, inhale, open up your chest. And exhale, right hand down, switch sides. Inhale, open up the left side. And exhale, down. One more time on the right, inhale, open. And exhale, down, left side, inhale, open. And exhale, down. Good. Tap your sit bones back to your heels, reach your arms long, inhale there. And exhale, come back to quadruped. One more time. Inhale, tap the sit bones back to the heels, reach long. And exhale, come back up to quadruped. Keeping your knees in line with your shoulders, sag the hips as you inhale, open up your chest. And exhale, tap back to your heels. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, tap your sit bones to your heels. One more time, inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, tap the sit bones to the heels. Curl your toes under, lift your hips up high. Pedal push out in your first downward facing dog. Have your fingers root down into the mat, press into the pads of your fingers. And tap the heel, alternating feet, working into the bony structures of your feet. Roll around on the ball mounts of your feet, get into your toes a little bit, flip toes over. Switching sides. Ground down through the right heel, bend deep into the left knee and press back into that right glute, right hamstring, and right calf. And then switch sides, ground down into your left heel, bend deep into your right knee and press back. Bring it back to a downward dog. Have your toes turn slightly inward. Draw your tailbone up towards the sky, your navel into your spine, and really press back. Chest towards your thighs. Shaking your head yes and no. You should have free range of your head. And then walk yourself forward. Have your knees come down to the mat. Have your chin and your chest Come down to the mat, elbows rub your rib cage, slide yourself all the way out, fully prone. Draw your shoulders down the back, lift your heart on your inhale. And exhale, come down. 2 more like that. Draw the hands slightly back some. Inhale, lift the heart. Keep your glutes relaxed. Exhale, come down. Last one. Inhale, lift your heart up nice and tall. Inhale there. And exhale, take it back to a child's pose. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, round the back into cat pose. Inhale, reverse arch, cow pose. Curl your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Holding your downward dog, take your right foot up towards the ceiling and open up the hip on the right side. Have the knee be the highest point, and then circle your right foot at the ankle. And then switch sides, right foot down, left foot reaches up. Bend the knee, open up the hip, and then circle the left foot at the ankle. Keep both hands firmly rooting into the mat. Release your left foot down, walk yourself forward towards your hands. Inhale with a flat back, bring the hands underneath the knees, engage your back muscles. Exhale, dive forward, bend. One more like that. Inhale, reach the heart forward, flatten your back. And exhale, release. Hands come to the hips, inhale, rise. Bring your feet together, reach the arms up over your head, take a little back bend. Inhale there. Exhale, swan dive it forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, downward facing dog, press the chest towards the thighs. Look forward between the hands, shift to a plank pose, draw the shoulders down the back. Take the knees down first, take the chin and the chest down second. Slide yourself all the way out. 1 round cobra, push the knuckles of your toes into the mat, releasing your glutes. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, come down. Shift back to a child's pose. Gaze forward between your hands. Round the back on an exhale. Reverse arch it on an inhale. Come back to downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press the chest back towards the thighs. Look forward between your hands. Step your left foot forward. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, dive forward. Reverse swan dive all the way up. Take a little back bend at the top, extending through your thoracic spine. And exhale, hinge it forward. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, plant, step back, downward facing dog. Each time feeling an even greater stretch through the back of your thighs and through your spine in downward facing dog. Shift forward into plank, knees down, chin and chest between your thumbs. Slide yourself all the way out. Cobra on the inhale. Exhale, come down. Press back to a child's pose. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, round it into a cat pose. Reverse arch it into a cow pose. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press the chest back to the thighs. One more inhale. And exhale. Look forward. Step the feet forward to meet the hands. This time, bring your feet together. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive it all the way up. Take extension at the top. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Good. Keeping your left foot forward. We'll start with left foot forward. Take your right leg back. I'm going to start here in a crescent lunge position. Lunge forward into your left knee. Take the hands to the head of the hips. Driving the head of the hips forward, reach your right arm up and your left arm low. Take a bend over towards the left. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. and exhale. Good. Hands come to the heart center. Release them down to the ground and extend through your left leg in pyramid pose. Have your right foot turn just slightly out and step it in a step or two if you need it. Breathe in on your inhale. Exhale, hinge. Grab onto the ball mount of your left foot. Push and pull there. Okay, so you're pulling back gently on your left ball mount to stretch through the calf as you press the ball mount into your left hand. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. Moving it into the IT band. Turn your left foot slightly in and walk your hands around to the left. You're going to feel this all along the left, the outside chain of your left leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. And exhale. Release that. Hands come back to the center. Step your right foot to meet the left foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge. Reverse swan dive it all the way up. Extension at the top. Always coming back to that thoracic spine. And hands to the heart center. Switching sides. Right foot's going to stay forward. Left foot's going to come back into a lunge. So when I set the heads of your hips forward, I want you to think about a slight pelvic tuck here. So drawing your tailbone down towards the floor as you lunge into your right knee. Right hand goes low, left arm reaches up and over. Get long all along the left side. Good, feeling stretch into the psoas, into the hip flexor. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. And exhale, release it down. Step your left foot slightly in. Turn the foot at a slight angle outward. Lengthen through the spine in your inhale. Exhale, hinge. One more inhale. And exhale, hinge. Good. IT band. Turn your right foot slightly in and walk yourself around to the right. Relax your head down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. And exhale. Release it. Right foot faces towards the front. Step your left foot forward. Lengthen your spine. Hinge forward. Reverse swan dive all the way up. And draw your hands to your heart center. Take a wide step out to the right. Have the toes turn slightly in. Bring the hands around to the back of your pelvis. So the thumbs are pressing on the back of your pelvis. The other fingers are wrapped around the hips. Open up the chest as you press forward. Look up. Don't just drop your head back. Think about getting long on the front. Okay? Draw your shoulders towards each other and breathe for 3. Really, really, really opening up the front body. Breathe for 2. And 1. Hinge forward. Interlace the hands behind the back. Extend through the elbows and reach the hands back behind your head. Breathe in, ring out the pecs, ring out the front of the shoulder. Breathe out, keep your palms close together. Breathe in and out. Last inhale in and out. Release the hands to the floor. Press the floor away from you as you flatten your back, lengthen. Draw the hands to your hips and rise all the way up. Turn your right foot towards the back of your mat and arrive into warrior 2. So now we're going into an open hip sequence. We'll get into the inner thighs as well. Extend through the arms. Reach your arms out from your torso, but keep your torso engaged. Good. Extend up, star pose, and bend into it. 2 more like that. Lengthen up, star pose, and bend into it. One more time, lengthen. One more time, bend into it. Place your hand on the inside of your right knee. Press the knee into the hand and the hand into the knee as you open up. So you're feeling a spread through the groin. You're feeling a spread through the adductor on your right leg, the inner thigh muscle on your right leg. Reverse the warrior on your inhale. Lengthen out through that right leg. And take it into a triangle pose. Reach the arms forward. Really reach forward as you send your left hip back. Draw your right sit bone underneath you. And then right hand goes low. Left arm goes high. Open up the chest. Breathe in. And out. Keep opening. Wring out the spine here. Inhale. And exhale, gaze up towards that left hand. One more inhale. And now let's spiral that left arm. Left arm goes low, rotate the palm in, and then rotate the palm out and grow out of your midsection each time you lengthen up. One more time. And up, open up the chest. Good, now drop your left arm around behind the back. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder and draw your left shoulder away from your left ear. Breathe in and out. One more inhale and exhale. Release the left hand to the floor. Walk yourself around. Turn your right foot in towards what is now facing the front. Turn your hands to walk behind you and bring your chest towards your thighs. Now, you're going to reach around, you're going to grab the inside of your thigh. So my hands are going behind my thigh. I'm going to grab the inside of your thigh and just pull those up towards the ceiling. So it's almost like you're doing an inward rotation of your thighs as you pull up. You'll feel a little bit more intense on the medial hamstring. Breathe in and out. Release the hands to the floor. Hands come to the hips and rise back up. Turn your left foot towards what was the front of your mat. We're arriving into Warrior Two on the left side. Again, extend out through the arms. Get strong through the shoulders. Draw them in towards midline, the shoulder blades, Draw them in towards midline. Good, left hand to the medial side of the knee, press knee into hand, hand into knee. If you want to counter stretch and really grab onto that right head of your hip, you can really feel a lot of stretch towards from the iliacus muscles, the muscles of the hip flexors. Lengthen, extend up, get dynamic with it, and bend. Lengthen up, star pose, and bend. One more time, get long. And one more time, bend. Reverse the warrior, reach it back on your inhale. And then take it into Trikonasana, lengthening long. This is one of my favorite poses. It does so much. You're obviously feeling a stretch through the inner thigh on your left leg, but it's getting a stretch all across the front of the pelvis. You're stretching into the obliques on that right side. You're getting a thoracic rotation going on. So rotations in yoga, we believe they are detoxifying. So kind of ridding, squeezing out stuff, bringing out stuff from the spine, and shift your gaze up. Let's pedal that right arm. Bring it down, rotate it in, and rotate it out. Each time you're growing out of your midsection. One more time, get that left sit bone, underneath you and open up. Drop the right arm behind you, drop the left ear to the left shoulder, pull your right shoulder away from your right ear. So getting into the trapezius muscles on the right side for 2. And 1. Release that. Walk it right around to the center again. Hands come to the hip and rise back up. Good. Turn your left foot towards the top of the mat and let's step forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, downward facing dog. Press the heels down towards the mat, relax your head, draw your shoulder blades down your back. Good, shift forward into a plank position. Take your knees down first or go for a full chaturanga. Open your heart, upward facing dog. Relax the toes down. Drag the hips forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Draw your shoulder blades towards each other. Breathe in. And out. One more time. Really let your hips sag. Inhale. And exhale. Shift back to a child's pose. Good. Dig the elbows into the mat. Walk the elbows forward. Reach your fingertips back towards your shoulder blades. And if you want to give yourself some love there, grab onto the trap muscles and squeeze between your thumb and your fingers. All right, come to a quadruped position, bringing it down to the mat now. Reach your left arm up on your inhale. And then thread the left arm under. Come down onto your left shoulder and your left ear. And we're not going to stay in this position. We're going to advance it a little bit. I want you to really roll the weight onto the left shoulder. So I picked my right knee up off of the mat. You can see my knee is off the mat. Okay, and then you've got options here. You can extend your right leg out and get an inner thigh stretch there, or you can keep the right leg where it is, the knee where it was. I just want you to focus on rolling your body weight onto the left shoulder so you can feel an opening in your upper back. And then switch sides, plant the left hand, right hand down, left arm reaches up. Oh, sorry, right arm reaches up. My brain is turned off. Thread your right arm underneath. Roll the shoulder onto the mat. Your gaze is to the left. And then again, focus there on that right shoulder. Peel your left knee off the mat. And really breathe right here in between your shoulder blades. Good. Release that. All right, you're coming down to the mat. You might want to grab a pillow for underneath your head if you want, or just a rolled up mat. I'm going to move my mat just a smidge closer to the camera and grab my strap. All right, got some requests for ankles. So we'll do ankles, we'll do calves. All right, so put the strap onto the ball mount of your foot. Press the ball mount up towards the ceiling several times, just giving a light resistance with your hands. And then press up, and then override that press up by pulling down. Press up again, override that, pull down, and then here, internally rotate your foot, so pull harder on the left side of the strap, and then externally rotate, pull harder on the right side of the strap. So keep the strap on the ball mount, just kind of working into the ankle there. And now slide the strap to the arch of your foot. We're not going to go through a full resistance series for the hamstrings. We are going to go into the IT band. So lower your left leg down to the mat, cross midline with your right leg. So you're just pulling across the belly button line of your body, and then track the leg over to the right, resisting with your left hand, and then override that to pull it over to the left. Track to the right, and then override to the left. Take your thumb into the hip crease on the right side and push that hip crease away from you. You'll feel it a lot more in the upper thigh than you will down towards the knee. Although if your calves are super tight, you'll probably still feel it in the knee, meaning in the low part of the leg. One more time, track to the right, and then grab on, externally rotate your upper thigh as you pull across. If you need more, you can internally rotate your foot. It's really gonna light up the thigh. Good, now open your leg to the right, have your foot be turned out at a 45-degree angle, and bring your right leg over to the right. So stretching the balancing muscle to the IT band, getting the medial hamstring and inner thigh connection there. And release that. And then switch legs. Put the strap on the ball mount. Go right into your calf. So press up 5 times, just a little bit of resistance. Press up and hold, and then override and pull down. Make sure your heel goes higher than your toes. Press up and hold, and then override to pull down. And then slide the strap to the arch of your foot and internally rotate. So stretch the outer part of your ankle and externally rotate. Stretch the inner part of your ankle. Internal and external. One more time, internal and external. Taking into the arch of the foot. I'm just giving a light resistance. So I'm not pulling down towards my chest. I'm pulling in an arc over my head, really targeting into the hamstring. And then lower my right leg down. Cross the midline with your body. So hold the strap with the right hand. Track to the left. And then override to the right. Track to the left. Override to the right. Grab on, track to the left. Thumb is on the hip flexor. Externally rotate. So grab your upper thigh muscle and turn it in a clockwise direction as you pull the leg over to the right. One more time, track to the left. Grab onto that upper thigh muscle. Turn it clockwise and pull over to the right. You can also internally rotate your left foot. Good, release that. Cross right leg over left leg. Grab onto the outer edges of both of your feet, or at least just your right foot with your left hand. Glue your low back down to the mat and stretch through the glute. And then switch legs, cross left over right. Grab onto the outer edges of the feet. And again, pulling the heels, not down towards the mat like this, but pulling them kind of towards your shoulders. Breathing there for 3, for 2, and 1. Good. Release that. Press, grab onto the front of your knees, push the knees away from you, round your back. Okay, so hold this position for a second. Keep pressing the knees away from you. Keep rounding through your back.
And then send your inhale into the upper back. Press yourself all the way away and come to a seat. If you need to sit onto a bolster, then you can sit on a bolster or sit on a block. Okay? Reach under, pull the flesh away from the sits bones, lengthen through your spine. Take a nice deep inhale. Take your left hand over to your right knee, look to the right, and then exhale as you twist. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist a little deeper, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, switch sides. Exhale, right hand, left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. Come back to center again. Take your right leg out to the right. Bring your left heel in towards your pelvis. Right elbow to the floor or to a block. Lengthen your spine on the left side. Lengthen your spine, excuse me. Lengthen along your left side or reach up. And exhale, hinge. Keep rooting down through your left sit bone. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, hinge a little deeper. Come back to center, switch sides. Right heel in. Inhale there. Exhale, left elbow down the inside. Reach up and over with the right. Keep rooting down through your right sit bone. Hinge over. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Come back to center again. All right. So this is going to get into some of your ankle tension. So you're just going to grab on to the, with both hands, to the anterior tib. So find your tibia bone, the bone in the front, and then find the muscle that is just outward of that. And let's go from the higher to lower, because you're going to go from less intense to more intense. So grab on and turn it outward on both sides. Obviously, it's going to be more intense if you do both hands on the same leg, okay? But this is going to help relieve tension that kind of floods into the ankle, where the connective tissue is shallower, the closer down towards your ankles. It's going to be more intense, but this is great for bringing blood flow in, and then obviously noticing yourself in the Zoom camera that I desperately need a tan. New mommyhood is keeping me inside, except for walks. But definitely am not going to the beach yet. Alrighty. You could change that now. You can rotate inward. So anything where you're working into that connective tissue is going to be helpful. You can obviously do both hands at the same time, kind of like, remember those Indian burns? This is like, when I do this on my clients, it's like sheer torture. I think I've done this to JJ. I've definitely done it to Nina. But it works. It's really, really, really good. And you'll feel like you're walking on clouds later. Not at this moment. But it's just good for getting blood flow in. So one hand is twisting one way and one hand is twisting the other way. All righty. Whew. Come to a seat. Whew. Drop your chin to your chest. Circle the head around to the right. Reverse it, kind of pause where you feel like you've got specific tight area. Back to neutral. Drop your chin to your chest, grab on right above the, right below the clavicle. Push in and pull down. And then lift your chin the opposite way. Get long to the front of your neck. Release that, interlace the hands behind the head, press the head back into the hands, and then override, pull down, drop your shoulders. Getting elevator scapula here. Release that, keep the eyes closed, bring the hands either laying flat on the knees if you need to receive, or turn them up towards the ceiling. Bring your index finger and your thumb together in whichever position you're in. Take a nice deep inhale. Let it out your mouth. Another deep inhale. Let it out your mouth. Feel the lips close, have your breath return to normal. And as you inhale, I want you to think of something that you are trying to bring into your life. Something positive. Is it patience? Is it gratitude? Is it peace? Is it harmony? Is it light or love? Whatever it is, hone in on one word. And as you breathe in, I want you not only to feel that word filling your body up, but I want you to see a color with that word and imagine that color coursing through your veins. Three more breaths. Take a nice deep inhale, draw the hands to your heart center. Connect the thumbs to your forehead. Use that as a reminder to think good thoughts, kind thoughts, happy and healthy thoughts, thoughts that wish well to you and to others. Draw your thumbs to your lips. Use it as a reminder to speak good words, kind words. Sometimes it's just so hard, especially when you're really, really, really frustrated, to find the kindness in your words. So make a commitment to that. And then draw the thumbs to your heart center. And just thank yourself for dedicating time and energy and light and love, and hopefully bringing a little bit more of whatever that one word was into your being. Take a nice deep inhale. Let it go. Blink open the eyes. Happy and healthy Monday, everybody. Hope you guys have an awesome week. Wishing you lots of love and hoping to see you soon. And as always, if you have any questions at all, please reach out to me. Erinne has my digits, or you can find me on Instagram, Stretch Stronger, or on Facebook under Meredith Bass. Alrighty, talk to you guys soon. See you.